looks like he's got some chow in him.
I would say he's got some black on his tongue.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey.
I'm trying really hard to not.
Yeah. This is a dog that just like, hey, Donny. That he's definitely just more working line, right? And so his energy level is like really, really high with it. Hey, Donny. Hey, buddy. Hey, come on. Oh my goodness. But there's no nervousness. There's no like, there's not even high fixation that I'm seeing or anything like crazy. He likes the tug. He likes the ball. You know, things like that.
So all of our hounds are down there. He'll get in front of the pen and just antagonize them. He doesn't bite at them. He just like he gets fixated.
Fixates on them,
and they go nuts.
Yeah.
So that's been the hardest thing with him. I mean, I can always pull him away from it.
Yeah.
And get him to come back.
But it's just the initial fixation.
And he, you know, I've never let him. He's been around a couple of my good dogs.
Yeah. And
he just around food he'll go to fight. So someone dropped him off as well.
Okay.
And you know, we always find out why maybe.
Yeah.
He's just a little tough.
Yeah.
And I might have, you know, given you the wrong impression. I think I say they're so bad is because when other people who novices come in, nothing to do with dogs, and they're like, wow, this dog's a lot, and I get kind of like, I guess he's kind of bad, you know. But
and like I said, the stuff that I'm seeing, it can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's things, they lead to things.
Right.
They're not dangerous in themselves, but the after effects of things that can happen from there are dangerous. Right. So fixation can be dangerous. Nervousness can be dangerous. Right. And most of the dogs are the overexcitement and fixation, like him fixating on the hounds, right, and things like that. It's just simply because his brain's running 100 miles a minute, like a second, basically, right? Where it's just like, and he's like vibrating and looking around. He plays tug for a second, he gets distracted. Plays tug for a second, gets distracted, right? And then he starts like fixating on things on the other side of the fence, like people over there, you know, things like that. It's not necessarily like crazy fixation, but he like pokes the bottom of it, right? He's like, hey, how can I get on the other side? How can I? He starts problem solving, which is it's a working dog problem where they start problem solving and then they get themselves into trouble, right? So just doing like for him, doing more high engagement like play type training to get that energy out and keep his fixation on something, right? Where I teach him like, this is what you fixate on. You don't fixate on anything else, right? And if you want to fixate on something, then go ahead and like fixate on that, right? Where it's like instead he checks it and then he gets distracted, checks it and gets distracted. Once you do the fixation part, then you take it and you do the obedience, and I like off leash. I always just do off leash obedience, and then you don't really have the fixation problem other places because he gets it out somewhere else, right? And then you just have to play that game every day. You play the game every day, and you get that personal play like going. Then all of a sudden, the dog isn't caring about anything else, right? So it's just more of a chain reaction. A chain reaction problem where like he's like, oh, if I do this then I get this, right? Oh, if I do this then I get this. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Yeah.
Figuring out.
Right.
And they're all pretty much hard with me because I like for them to get their energy out, and so I'm not training as much as I should be.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like mostly training can be a lot more like fun and free than people think, right? People think of like, oh, the dog goes and they just sit there and we give them a treat and we make them stay for 2 hours and then we release them and we do all this stuff, right? Training like more, especially when it comes to like shelter dog stuff, training's more like, well, what would an average person want to do with their dog, right? They typically want to play, they want to go for walks, and maybe they want to like take them to the store and walk around, right? So that's what we do. We train them with a game of some kind, and we control the mouthing and the fixation and all that stuff through the game. And then we do the obedience, and then we do public area training so that by the time they're done, the people can just take their dogs places. Right. And it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that would be so nice.
Yeah.
A lot of these dogs we have taken, it's even Roman, we've taken into Lowe's. You know, we don't do dog parks.
Yeah.
That's been a bad experience, We take them in the car. Anytime we can go somewhere we know it's going to be safe, they've been able to get out.
Yeah.
Clyde, I've even taken Clyde into PetSmart when I first got him, and he saw a really big guy, and he went nuts.
Like crazy. Okay.
He went nuts. So, but Clyde's been in the house. Like, they've all been in the house.
Okay.
Yeah. Except for Betty, who we just got. Everybody's been in the car, in the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen, you feel like you saw ones that, like, are not adoptable?
Like, no. I don't see anybody here that's not adoptable.
Okay. They were so much worse when they came here.
Yeah, and like some of it might be, again, some of them they gotten used to like the routines, right? So some of the stuff could be masked by some of the routine. That's why doing the public air training is important, because I can get them out of the element and then see like, what do you do, right? But build the game here first and do some obedience here first, then get them out in public, and then say, all right, let's see what happens, right? And we do that, like we'll come train here Monday through Friday. Right, and that's like what we do. Monday through Friday, we come here, we do the training, and we get them like ready, and we're posting weekly on all the stuff, and we're getting everything ready. And again, like we get it ready and start promoting so that hopefully people are engaged enough where they want the dog, right? And then they show up and they're like, hey, I've been watching this dog and blah, 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 right? And then we go, all right, and we set the expectation. We say, all right, everybody come in, and we bring the dogs out, right? But there's nobody here that's like, like I'm not even seeing anything where, as of right now, I'm not seeing anything where I think like kids would be out of the question for a house or anything like that. Like I think any of these dogs could get used to those things. They just need the exposure. Yeah, and it's just the time dedicated to it, right?
And most of everybody up here, like I said, hounds are at my house. Most everybody here, I'm okay with trying to find a home for. That's why they're up here.
Okay.
Because they're getting like, we spend extra time on my dogs. We just run them. They do whatever. Up here, we try to control the variables a little bit more. So that they're not exposed to something that's going to take steps backwards. So these dogs are good. A lot of them to go.
Okay.
Yeah,
and like I said, like at that point, I would say that's like, everybody here, right, except for Roman and that one at the end, the employee's dog, except for them two, right? Everybody here will, that should be like 2 sets then, basically, that we'll do those 2 sets. Let's get those out and adopted. By then, I'm sure you'll have other dogs that get dropped off or something. And then you go, all right, as we get them, pick ones from the other spot, bring them in, fill those spots. We'll evaluate those ones, make sure there's nothing we see weird, and then we'll put them in the next group, right? So as a group leaves, always bring a group in, and we'll keep it like a nice oiled machine, right?
I
and like very smooth.
20. Could y'all pick from the 20 that I give you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's still, it's gonna be hard for me. But if I swear, if I see it, like I saw that the one dog we did adopt out, and that got me excited. That's why we're even having this conversation right now. But if I could see it done 5 or 6 times, I think I'd feel a lot better. Yeah,
that's why let's just do it by the groups, right? And then
thank you.
As far as like how we do the payment and stuff, Kelton and I, like I said, we have it set up now. Like we hired a couple people in. We just finished our big trainer class to get them on the street and doing training. So we got them out. They're rolling. Everything's good. Kelton and I are now able to dedicate more time with that. So if you wanted to, start right away and pick these dogs, get them going, and we this week we'll start videoing and getting the website stuff set up and all the social media set up for it, and start having the agency push everything, so that this is mid-March, so we could plan our March, right? So do the first event by end of May. At the very latest. That'll give us time to set everything up, get the recording started, and then get the training rolling and get people dedicated and stuff. we could do that right away, like type thing.
We are so our strawberry farm's right in Wagram.
Yeah.
2 minutes from here.
Okay.
Our season's about to start.
Yeah.
And I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do it yet.
Okay.
Strawberry season's 2 months out of the year, so we took the last couple of years off because of all this.
Right.
So I haven't really. I've got no plan. I've got no plan, but I'm gonna be. I will be here for this because this to me this is more important to me. But
and if we're here Monday through Friday, right?
Yeah.
I'm okay even helping with like feeding the dogs after we train them and stuff like that. Like if everything's ready and prepped and it's like, you know, and we know what's going on, the dogs we're training and stuff, we're here Monday through Friday for the day basically.
Okay.
Then
just come up with a price.
We can like work with that, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, if we want to do it by set, then what I would do, then like I said, like I'll include everything in there. Let's plan, we'll do 15 for the first set, right?
Okay.
So, 37,500. That would cover the training, and we'll run everything. We'll set everything up, and we'll be here for all the adoption events. Kelton and I will run the events. Okay. We will bring the dogs out. You just need to sign off and be there to do the contracts and stuff like that, right? And obviously meet the people that adopt. Yeah. You approve it, right? We're not going to approve it. You approve it, right? We'll just do it. You sign off and say, hey,
have a fence and that kind of thing.
You can do anything you want with it. Yep. Okay. You control your conditions, like how you want it to be. Right. Perfectly fine. Okay. We'll run it, do everything, be there at the events, give our recommendation of, yes, I think this person would be okay, right? Okay. You approve it, you do the contract, you sign it, they sign it, right? That's between the two of you. And then HEMA would just, the only thing we would be involved in on that part is HEMA scheduling the sessions for us. Okay. And then doing that type of thing. But yeah, that would be, that would work for you guys. That would work for you guys. And then basically it would be that price every set. And then we'll do a contract for every set. Now that's up to you guys. If you want to do it, you can just kind of pay all of it up front and we do it, or if you want, you can pay like half up front and then half at the end of the sets. I'll leave that up to you guys for it.
We did that with the turf grass people, half and half, and I wish we just paid up front, so I probably would just pay the whole thing just so that you guys are happy too.
That's fine. Yeah. I just give that option when it's like big stuff like that. Right. But yeah.
My mother-in-law's gonna be thrilled. She
yeah.
His family is Estes Trucking Company, and so that's where all this came from, and you know, she's looking at me like, are you done?
Are you done?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's going to be reasonable. I really appreciate you guys coming out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry we're so scattered.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
This is just a big deal to us.
Yeah. No, you're good with everything. Yeah.
I hope you don't think our dogs are, you know, we work really hard on them.
No, yeah. They look fine. There's a couple of the bullies. Bullies are hard, though. There's a couple of the bullies that, like, need to gain some weight and stuff like that.
Well, some of them just...
Yeah, I know some of them just came in and everything.
And they don't look, and Betty, Brody, those two don't look great. Yeah,
I can help with some of that stuff. Kelton has done so much research on you want to play? So much research on like the weight gain stuff and the health stuff and everything, because we're constantly dealing with the rescue stuff. So we even have specific food that we end up using to help gain weight and like things like that.
A different kind of food.
Yeah.
Altogether, some of them,